Hello, Dr. Flynn, and this is Hunter Metcalf, and I'll be demonstrating my PHP project that includes MySQL queries, and from here it's just a simple project, as you well know. So basically, what I did is I used the XAMPP control panel. I downloaded it, which includes Apache, MySQL, as well as a PHP installation. It's actually a really nice service because it sets up the entire thing for you. The only thing that I ran into trouble was my port 80 on my computer was being used, so I actually had to automatically define port 900 as the port to use, and that came into an issue later because I couldn't figure, when I watched or asked for help online, people could just go to localhost, but I realized that I needed to put in the port number instead of just going to the default localhost. But XAMPP is a great service. It sets everything up, it installs the PHP, and you can basically go from there. I did all my PHP coding in Sublime Text, and all of them are saved in the HT docs here under the XAMPP folder in my C drive. So like I said, it sets up the environment for you, and all you need to do is program all of your files in the HT docs folder under the XAMPP folder. I have 4 basic files here. I have the main index.php, which is going to be the main front end that we're going to be using. I have an insert information, which, as you can imagine, this is going to be our SQL query. As you can see, this is an insert from a post on a website, and then our information from the website or the database will be pulled in this show database information.php script. I have a connect script, which will just connect to the database, which is going to be used every time we do an insert or we show information. We're going to do this connect script. So back to the XAMPP, we can see if we click this admin, it'll bring up this localhost 900. From here, it'll bring up all of our database information, and here's the database I'll be using, this project DB, and this is the main table. So far, here are all the names that I have into this database. So as you can see, here's all the people's names I'm using. So let's go to my website. So in order to go to my PHP file, we got to go to localhost 900, and then we're going to go to index.php. As you can see, it says welcome to sample of my PHP and SQL. So let's put in a name. So let's use, for example, for the fun of it, Donald Trump. I think Donald Trump is in his 60s, so let's say 68, and he is from New York. We're going to submit that information. As you can see, it'll confirm that I successfully inserted into the database. I'm going to click the back button, and what I can do is click this button here, get database information. What this does is it calls this show database information.php file, and it's going to do a select star from the main table. And as you can see, Donald Trump is here. To verify that it's actually in the database, you can go to this localhost PHP myadmin. You can refresh this page, and as you can see, Donald Trump 68 New York is here. Basically, this was a really interesting thing, and it's very useful for developers, especially in the front end and the back end as well. I know in my previous job experience at IBM, I had to do SQL queries from the SQL database that we used, the MyBatis database, and that was using Java. So this was a little interesting using a scripting language, PHP, but it wasn't any more difficult or, let's say, easier than Java. I'd say Java was a little easier using this Spring framework, but overall this was a generally simple project that allowed me to, learn more about PHP and how it can relate to SQL. So basically, it's good for web development. It really that's its main purpose, is web development. Basically, that's about it. As I said, I used the XAMPP environment, and I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed developing this video. So have a great day.